Yasu Malagedo. Welcome to the Malaka podcast. I hate Owen Wilson. Wow. 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 Ladies and gentlemen, I really don't hate Owen Wilson, but I hate the person he's become. So, of course, today, not much to do. It's minus 26 out there. Another chilly day in Toronto. It's the end of January. We all expect that. Still got lots of snow on the ground. Nothing else to do. So I'm like, all right, I'll just chill inside, relax a bit, smoke a cigarette, and just reminisce. Reminisce on the next couple months, and hopefully COVID will be over. That's just fucking bullshit. But the point is, soon we'll be able to go outside again. Not that we can't now, but it's restricted and it's a whole bunch of weird shit going on. And years from now, people are gonna think I'm fucking crazy if they don't now. But still, these are the times that we're living in. I get it. I get it. So, what do I do? What a lot of other people do. Go on YouTube and just watch a couple clips, something funny, maybe some news updates or some sports updates, why the Lakers can't get their shit together, whatever, it doesn't matter. But then I come across one advertisement. And again, YouTube, it's just too many ads, okay? And again, I fucking hate it when I see a clip I want to watch, then there's an ad, gotta wait 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1, click on it. Then I lean back in my chair, and then that little fucking ad at the bottom shows up, then I gotta get up again. Listen, I'm okay, don't worry. The point is, one of these ads was this.
I'm told that 20 million people are supposed to watch as we take our vows. They say if you want something different, you have to do something different. Why not? Yes. I'll marry you. You. Go! Go! Go!
Do you, some guy, take Kat to be your lawfully wedded wife?
Okay.
All right, I'm going to stop there at the shitty rom-com music here. Basically what I just played for you, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, this trailer is a full 3 minutes and 36 seconds, okay? I remember growing up, okay? A trailer would be 30 seconds, maybe a minute and a half if it was unrated, whatever the fuck, But I clearly, no human being can actually sit through this. If you do, you're just, you're stupid. And so it's a new trailer with Jennifer Lopez and Owen Wilson. And it's called Marry Me. God. Obviously, Valentine's Day is coming up. People are prepping for that. This will probably come out around then. They're going to try to sucker couples into seeing this shit. She's on stage. She just found out her boyfriend cheated on her, right before she went on stage. Imagine the timing, right? And a bunch of people are there bringing "Marry Me" signs. She points at Owen Wilson. They get married on the spot, and they drive off in a car. And then the shitty, fucking pathetic, sucker in the dating. So guys can get laid on Valentine's Day because we got to sit through this shit, for a couple hours in theater and pay $80 just to see something in the theaters, and maybe get COVID again. The point is, this is just horrible. Absolutely horrible. And I thought to myself, like, what the fuck happened to Owen Wilson? Like, Jennifer Lopez, we'll talk about another day, okay? I mean, she's worked her ass off. She's still beautiful. I get that, okay, another movie about dancing, okay? We get it. You can dance. Oh, God. I still love fat asses, though. I'm not going to lie. The point is, but Owen Wilson, like, I get it. When they make this movie, they got to get another person in there that people know, Of course, they got to get a white guy. Yeah, I said it. Okay, let's just be honest. Okay, they're trying to, get the balance here. Jennifer Lopez, she's Spanish. Owen Wilson, white. Okay, get the thing. We get it. We're not stupid. Okay, we got to attract all audiences here, whatever. But Mr. Wilson, what the fuck happened to you, man? I mean, I remember watching the movie Bottle Rocket, and I'm saying to myself, like, this guy's a fucking amazing actor. It's the first thing he did. And you're like, this guy's got a lot of potential. Like, this guy, he's got a bright future ahead of him, And then ever since that movie, came out, got great reviews, he's been playing the same fucking character every fucking movie. Literally, every movie he's played the same guy. So, I just like to talk about him for this podcast, if you don't mind. Nothing else to do tonight. I finished watching Ozark. It was good, a little disappointed that it wasn't, the whole season. But of course, Netflix, money, money, money. They're going to break that shit up into 2. And I don't know, shit will probably come out in the fall, November, whatever. Who knows? Something to talk about before Christmas. But the point is, let's talk about Owen Wilson. And of course, I like to go to Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia, because it is free. Owen Cunningham Wilson, born November 18th, 1968, is an American actor, producer, and screenwriter. He had a long association with filmmaker Wes Anderson, with whom he shared writing and acting credits for Bottle Rocket, Rushmore, and The Royal Tenenbaums, the last of which earned him a nomination for the Academy Award and BAFTA Award for Best Screenplay. He has also appeared in Anderson's The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou, The Darjeeling, I think I said that right, Limited, Grand Buddhist Hotel, and The French Dispatch. I was going to hold this in for later, but I'm just going to say this. If it wasn't for Wes Anderson, I mean, forget it. Like, his, this is basically what's keeping him afloat. I'm just putting that out there. We're going to talk more about that later, but, I mean, Jesus. Wilson also starred in the Woody Allen romantic comedy Midnight in Paris as an unsatisfied screenwriter, Gil Pender, a role which earned him a Golden Globe Award nomination. In 2014, he appeared in Paul Thomas Anderson's Inherent Vice and Peter Bogdanovich's She's Funny That Way. Wilson is also known for his career as an on-screen comedian and member of the Frat Pack, including starring in such comedies as Zoolander, Starsky and Hutch, Wedding Crashers, You, Me and Dupree, How Do You Know, The Big Year, and The Internship. He is also known for family films Marley and Me and the Night at the Museum film series. He voices Lightning McQueen in the Cars film series, Coach Skip in Fantastic Mr. Fox, the title character in Marmaduke, and Reggie in Free Birds. He starred as Mobius M. Mobius in the Disney Plus series Loki. Yeah, so, okay, he's done a lot of shit, okay? I'll give him that. He's always kept busy ever since he started working, I wouldn't consider him like an A-plus actor, I guess, or I don't know, whatever you call it, an A-list actor, I don't know, whatever. But he's like kind of, he goes back and forth from B to C, I guess, but still, he keeps himself busy. I'll give him that, like I said, I don't hate Owen Wilson. I really don't. Hate is a strong word. I hate that motherfucker Shia LaBeouf. I can't stand him still. I did a podcast about that, Malakias. I still can't stand him. I can't. He's not a few good movies, I'll give him that, but still, he's a dickhead. And also, he can't handle his booze, which is, the worst type of person. But, again, but you know what? Let me try to understand where Owen Wilson's coming from. Okay, let me, I know a little about him, but not that much. So I don't know. Maybe they can, change my mind here. So I found some facts here on Fascinate.com because I'm too lazy to look up my own shit. So here we go. Wilson is a member of the Frat Pack. Think of it like a raunchy, all-male version of the Brat Pack. The club consists of Ben Stiller, Jack Black, Luke Wilson, Will Ferrell, and Vince Vaughn. And it's named for the type of humor typically on display in their films. That is, a little frat boy-esque. I could see that. I'm not going to lie to you. If I'm just putting that out there, I think a lot of people would agree with me on this. If someone had to be the sacrifice, the first one to go in that group, it probably would be. Wait a minute. They said Luke Wilson. That's his fucking brother. Oh, Fascinate. Come on, you're making me look bad here. I mean, Jesus. Okay, I'm lazy too, but fuck. I mean, yeah, that's his brother. That's not Owen Wilson. No, Jesus. Yeah, they got the two brothers confused here. Luke Wilson was the one in Old School. Fucking funny movie, by the way. I've always watched the unrated version, so I don't know if that makes a difference, but still, that is a great fucking movie. But yeah, that is, fascinating. Come on. I mean, what do all white people look alike to you? See, you hear the beeping outside? That means, that's a warning. The point is, that is absolutely the wrong brother. But I was going to say he would be the sacrifice bunt if someone had to go in this group. You know what? I'm not going to lie to you. No disrespect to Luke here, but I'm pretty sure, it would be him too. But the point is, I don't know, they got a good thing going here. Yeah, a lot of times you see all these guys in these movies and, they always help each other out. So that's cool, I guess. Owen Wilson and Ben Stiller, okay, so they finally got the right name now. Good for you. Have worked together on no less than 12 films. Night at the Museum and its sequels, Meet the Parents and its sequels, Starsky and Hutch, the two Zoolander movies, only one of them was worth watching. We'll get into that later. The Royal Tenenbaums, The Cable Guy, and Permanent Midnight. The fuck is that? I find this particularly impressive given how irritating all of Stiller's characters are. Give this man a medal. Ladies and gentlemen, that is not me speaking. That is Fascinate. So, okay. So, not only does Fascinate have something against Ben Stiller, okay, you know what? I'm not going to say it, but, there's, I think a lot of people are thinking the same thing I do. And, the point is, okay, so, and then on top of that, you got the name wrong. So, okay, you guys are, we already had 2 facts here. It's strike 2 already. Okay. Okay, let's regroup. Come on. Reckless Roomies. What? Wilson and Wes Anderson met while in school at the University of Texas. Okay, well, thank God for that. Or else, like I said before, guys, if it wasn't for this man, Yumi and Dupree. I don't know. That is not a Wes Anderson movie. But we'll get to that piece of shit later. Anyways, there are burgeoning friendship turned 2 strangers into roommates in an Austin apartment complex. That's when they first began writing the script for Bottle Rocket. Thank God. They also managed to get in all sorts of trouble with their landlord, staging a break-in and skipping out on their rent in the middle of the night. Ugh, disgraziato. I can't say this surprises me because given the movies they were writing was about a couple of friends going on a crime spree. Talk about, I don't know, Fascinating is doing their own thing here. The point is, listen, even during these tough times, guys, I get it. But, you got to pay your rent, okay? I always, I mean, there's been times I paid it late and all this shit. And, is that what, sorry, they got a picture of Wes Anderson here. That's what he looks like, really? Okay. Oh, I never knew that. Okay, he looks like Beck. Though Wilson is best known as an actor, he actually never wanted to act and says that his writing is his true passion. He co-wrote 3 movies with his friend Wes Anderson: Bottle Rocket, Rushmore, and The Royal Tenenbaums. Okay. I mean, judging by... Look, again, guys, he plays the same fucking role every time. Yeah, so writing, okay, yeah. Writing, we'll give him some credit, for sure. For sure, Could he be a better actor? Yeah, but, Wilson has a bit of a loose approach when it comes to his lines. This is especially true in Wedding Crashers. He came up with the "I think we only use 10% of our hearts" line. And he and co-star Vince Vaughn also improvised the classic "Lock It Up" banter featured in the film. I like this movie. We'll get more into it later. When you think of Owen Wilson, I don't often, his blonde hair and Laka Dashka, what the fuck is this word? Laka da Iskiel, his blonde hair. Attitude might come to mind, but his most defining feature is definitely his crooked nose. He broke his nose twice, once playing football and another time at a high school fight. All right, well, yeah, I never knew that. I'll be honest with you. I mean, it's always shocked me that a guy like that looks like that. And again, let's just be honest, okay? I'm no Don Juan DeMichael, but it's a lot of roles in Hollywood are based on looks, okay? It's a shocker, right? I know, but unless you're any cast member of The Sopranos, I'm just kidding. I'm just saying that because it's look at him, but it's the best show of all time, so that proves my point. Thank you. Please don't kill me. The point is, okay, not since Pinocchio has anybody in Hollywood had a career like this. So, I guess that's one for us. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, I mean, if you picked him or Luke, who's going to have the bigger career, you would just assume Luke. But, I don't know. There was no Old School 2, so, what are you going to do? Wilson has a certain way with words, or one word in particular. Wow. The way Wilson says the word wow is truly something to behold. All right, guys, I wouldn't go that far, but okay. The fuck else does it say here? It's something he has become known for. He speaks it softly, whispers it, rarely shouting the word he loves so much. Okay, well, I don't know. I guess there'd be. I thought there'd be a deeper story behind that, like the nose. But all right, fuck it. Wilson is the father of 2 sons from 2 different women. Okay. His ex-girlfriend, Federal Air Marshal Jade Duell, gave birth to Robert Ford Wilson in January 2011, and in January 2014, his personal trainer. You get a lot of trouble with there. Caroline Lindqvist. There you go. Gave birth to Finn Lindquist Wilson. Yeah, man. I mean, listen. I mean, the day I get a personal trainer, it's gonna be the day I have money. But yeah, I don't know. Any guy can have a personal trainer that's a woman. I'm just being honest. This isn't a sexist thing. This is I'm horny thing. So again, some people give in. Wilson had no problem with that. So hey, it is what it is. I definitely can't hate him for that. Wilson's introduction into the world of movies was the film Bottle Rocket. Thank God. Not only was this a movie he starred in opposite his brother Luke, but he also co-wrote it. Pretty impressive for a guy who got expelled in the 10th grade. Yeah, it's not bad at all. Okay. Listen, school isn't for everybody. I mean, let's just be honest. Up to a certain point, it depends how smart or stupid you are. It's just basically a babysitter, okay? Once you hit high school, you'll realize that, okay? For the sake of me not getting in trouble, education is important, blah, blah, blah. It's fun to learn, sure. The movie Zoolander is a personal favorite of mine. Is that Fascinate talking? Yeah, or is that me? I like Zoolander too. The first one. The second one's holy shit. The chemistry between Wilson and his pal Ben Stiller is almost tangible on screen. I mean, they were nominated for an MTV Movie Award for Best On-Screen Team for Pete's sake. Now, for those of you that are listening that are under the age of 20, MTV used to be this TV station. For those of you under the age of 10 listening, I don't know why you are. Shame on you. This is more of an R-rated podcast at this point. But yeah, TV used to be a thing where they used to air actual things. So they kind of like YouTube now. And then they used to, have music videos, now you just go on YouTube. It's a hell of a lot easier. I know why people are complaining like, oh, the days are, shut up. Everything is just easier. It's on your phone. I don't know why you're complaining about the old days. It's like the dickheads that miss Blockbuster. Okay. Like if I had to go rent the movie tonight, okay, I have to, go on the bus, put up with, fucking people sneezing on shit, and it doesn't matter with the mask or not. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Nobody cares. And, you rent the movie, wait for the bus to come back. God only knows how many, people have touched this shit and not washed their hands. Forget it. So basically, long story short, what I'm trying to say is if you ever do come across MTV nowadays, the M does not stand for music anymore. It stands for media. You can still watch your favorite shows like Jersey Shore and I don't know, the teens getting pregnant and they're on their own. I don't know. What else to say here? So it's not exactly a surprise to learn that when Stiller was writing the movie, the role of Hansel, I always like saying it like that, was only ever going to be Wilson's. Stiller wrote the character for him and refused to consider anybody else. Well, that's what you do, guys, okay? You hire your buddy. That's it. So I can't hate him for that, all right? There you go. That's cool. Ben Stiller seems like a cool dude. Though a nonviolent man, Wilson was a bit of a rascal in his youth. Oh, do tell. What the fuck kind of grammar? I swear to God, guys, he actually said this. I'm not having a stroke here. When we was a kid. What the fuck? Guys, you can see this too on the site. It's there, man. When he was a kid. Yeah. Not when we what? Jesus. Oh, I mean, you get what you pay for, guys. Owen shot his brother Andrew, the fuck, in the hand with a BB gun. Years later, he was able to exploit his brother's injury for his work, using him in a scene for the Royal Tenenbaums. That's Andrew's hand you see when Ben Stiller's character is showing off the BB lodged between his knuckles. We never heard of the other brother. I mean, I thought to this point, yeah, maybe, okay, I'm glad he didn't shoot him. But yeah, oh, wow, look at that. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you can see, like, oh, yeah, look at that. It looks like it's still in there. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, your brother pays the bills from now on, so that's cool. Wilson has dated quite a few famous ladies in his time, but only one has chronicled that relationship in song. Wilson and Sheryl Crow dated for 2 years. I did not know that. Crow's fourth album, Come On, Come On, is dedicated to Wilson, and the song Safe and Sound is said to be about the demise of their relationship. I can barely get my exes to... That's just another stupid joke they wrote. Yeah, I didn't know... Yeah, I did not know they dated. I did not know that. Sheryl Crow, she doesn't seem to age either. I mean, she looks pretty young, man. Yeah. I forgot what song she did. I don't know. I forgot. She did. No. She didn't do the "God Was One of Us" song, did she? No. I think she did. Was it a change? Do you good? Do you good? Yeah, I like that one. Wilson was the 100 or no, what the fuck they wrote here? 1,001 this. I don't think you can put ST at the end of that. No, can you? No. Yes, on the Australian talk show Rove Live. To celebrate the occasion, he was given a meat tray. Isla Fisher, who was the 1,000th guest and walked out just before him, was given a crown, sash, and bouquet. Okay, sorry guys, that was just a pointless fact. Who cares? During a scene in the film The Haunting, which is based on the novel by Shirley Jackson, The Haunting of Hill House, Wilson got a little too into one of the scenes and injured himself in the nose. No, I'm just kidding. In the scene where his character attacks a portrait of Hugh Crane with a candlestick, he ended up cutting his chin badly, enough that he needed stitches. It happens, man. I mean, the nose, the chin, just whatever, I don't know. Was he ever a boxer or no? I don't know. I'm reading these facts. I don't know. Nah. Hey, shooting your brother though. I don't know. That's cold, man. Wilson's beautiful blonde locks are very much a part of who he is. However, in 2001, he had to keep those locks buzzed with filming for Behind Enemy Lines. Consequently, when he also began shooting for Zoolander that year, it meant that he had to wear a wig for his iconic portrayal of Hansel. Okay, well, a lot of actors wear wigs, suck it up. When Matthew McConaughey turned down the role of Chris Burnett in Behind Enemy Lines, Owen Wilson was cast instead. This wouldn't be the only time they traded roles. Later in 2008, after Wilson was forced to drop out of Tropic Thunder, he was replaced with McConaughey. I did not know that. I don't know a role he turned down for shit. I mean, Tropic Thunder didn't make a lot of money. Well, I mean, we'll get into that in a bit. In a more dramatic turn, actually, no, we're not going to get into that because then he turned it down, right? Yeah, fuck it. Let me talk about it now. Well, first of all, let me just say this, okay? Owen Wilson, I love you, buddy. But, at the same time, I hate you. But at the same time, Matthew McConaughey, I think he turned down some kind of rom-com for $14 million because he wanted to do other shit. Take a message from your buddy, man, okay? It'll pay off in the end. If you're a good actor, which we all know you are, okay? We know that. We've seen Bottle Rocket. If you haven't seen it, turn off this podcast now. Only like 2 people listen. It's okay. I'm used to it. But, the roles will come. Look what he did after. He did Dallas Buyers Club, a little couple scenes there in Wolf of Wall Street, Hey, ho, hey, ho. The fuck else did he do? The True Detective, the good season there. Yeah, the ending, I don't know. I thought was kind of shit. But the point is, he did some good shit. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I mean, is it all just about money? I guess so. In a more dramatic turn, Wilson starred as Lieutenant Chris Burnett, a Navy navigator who gets shot down in enemy territory behind enemy lines. In order to prepare for this role, Wilson underwent an actual naval. Is it Navy SEALs? No, naval surviving training. There you go. My bad, guys. So that's how he was able to get the fear just right. Okay, well, we'll get into that. Wilson isn't particularly known for his acting techniques. No shit. But playing a motorcycle accident victim in Darjeeling Limited required a little creativity to get the limp just right. So he put a lime in his shoe. Seriously. Okay, well, all right, you do what you got to do. Listen, I heard James Gandolfini, he put pebbles in his shoe to play Tony Soprano. I am not comparing Owen Wilson to James Gandolfini, rest in peace. But, listen, you do what you got to do. Why a lime? I don't know, that's stupid, I would have gone with a lemon. It would have smelled better. Wilson and Rachel McAdams have played an on-screen couple twice. In Wedding Crashers, when he's attempting to woo her away from Bradley Cooper's dirtbag character, and as a husband and wife in Midnight in Paris. That's right, Bradley Cooper was in Wedding Crashers. I'll build suspense. Wilson and Wes Anderson were regular writing partners in their early careers, co-writing multiple films together. But when it came time to write The Life of Aquatic with Steve Zissou, Anderson was disappointed to find Wilson was too busy with other projects to help out. You can still find him acting in the film, but the last movie they wrote together was The Royal Tenenbaums. Again, it's just about the paycheck. I'm to tell you, I don't know. I thought we did movies because, we want to do good movies. But Luke Wilson, he did some good thing. We'll get to it, whatever. Owen and Luke Wilson had been acting together since their first film, Bottle Rocket. No shit, they're brothers. Oh, God. But the first time they got to play actual brothers on screen was in Around the World in 80 Days. A true classic. No, it wasn't. What? True classic? What the fuck? No, that's no. That's, you fucking kidding me? Owen isn't the only Wilson who likes to be in front of the camera. His older brother, Andrew, and younger brother, Luke, are both actors. Andrew is the one that got shot. I'm just kidding. Actually, I'm not. Is best recognizable as the dude in Whip It, and can often be found in whatever films his brothers are starring in. Luke, of course, is Reese Witherspoon's love interest in Legally Blonde. God, I did. Oh no! I'm thinking of what's that other movie with Sandra Bullock there? Miss Congeniality, whatever. Fuck, I had to. My buddy was going out with rest in peace. He was going out with a girl at the time, and she wanted to watch the movie, and we're all drunk. We're like, fuck it, whatever. This movie was horrible. I don't know. I got nothing against Sandra Bullock. I liked her in Speed and Demolition Man, but I mean, ugh. But is probably best known for Old School and his, there's that word again, poignant? Fuck, I didn't go to school. Suicide attempt in The Royal Tenenbaums. In other words, actually no, I like Royal Tenenbaums, but I mean Old School, forget it. I mean that's, fuck man, Will Ferrell, I gotta do a podcast about him. I don't know. He's awesome. So is Vince, of course. Artie Lang, there you go. Wilson is not only a gifted comedic actor and screenwriter. He's also a talented voice actor. Wilson has lent his voice to the Cars franchise as Lightning McQueen, Fantastic Mr. Fox, and what I found rather surprising, again, this is fascinating talking, not me, guys, I don't talk like this, is an episode of King of the Hill. Really? Okay, well, that's cool, I guess the whole southern draw, a twang, they call it, I think. Ever the pragmatist, not me, Owen Wilson, Wilson's backup plan, if Bottle Rocket wasn't successful, was to join the Marine Corps. And though it wasn't a commercial success, it was on Martin Scorsese's list of the best films of the 1990s, which is really impressive if you think about it. Again, that's fascinating talking, but I do agree. That is pretty cool. And again, we'll get more into that in a little bit. Wilson had his first child in 2011, coinciding with his release of the film Hall Pass, but he wasn't the only member of the cast who welcomed their first kid into the world that year. He, Jenna Fisher, Christina Applegate, and Alyssa Milano all became first-time parents together the year it was released. I mean, like, I'm happy for all of them, don't get me wrong. I just, like, again, I wanted to know more about the, I don't know, about the schnoz there. I don't know what happened there. I don't know. I'm just glad it wasn't from like I mentioned Artie before, Mr. Lang, but yeah, I'm just glad it wasn't because of some drugs or some shit. Yeah, Artie, I did a podcast about Artie Lang, guys, so don't worry, I love the guy. Just, I mean, oh my God, what a life. Great books though. Wilson's character in Night at the Museum was originally just meant to be a cameo. His character, Jedidiah Smith, tested so well his and hers audiences that his part was expanded. Wilson then reprised his role for the film's two sequels, Night at the Museum, Battle of the Smithsonian, and Night at the Museum, Secret of the Tomb. They made that many, really? I remember the first one, that's it. Yeah. All right. One would think landing a role in a multi-million-dollar film would require at least meeting and speaking to the director once. However, that was not the case with Wilson's role in Midnight in Paris. He didn't meet or speak with Woody Allen until he landed in France to begin filming. I mean, a lot of people don't want to meet Woody Allen anyway, so it works out, I guess. When Woody Allen had his budget for Midnight in Paris confirmed, he began exploring casting options. When he was unable to get the actors he wanted, surprise, surprise, talk about a past. Anyway, they were working on other projects at the time. Yeah, that's the excuse they used, eh? Okay. Owen Wilson's name was tossed around for the lead. You do a movie with J-Lo, you might as well do one with Woody here. Allen actually went back and rewrote the character of Gil so that it would be better suited for Wilson. Yeah, okay, everybody's got an excuse. Brothers Owen and Luke Wilson have collaborated on many films, but Drunk History was their first foray, whatever that means, into television. Fittingly, they played brothers John Harvey Kellogg, as Owen Wilson, and Will Keith Kellogg, Luke, who notably created the cereal Corn Flakes. I prefer Frosted Flakes. I don't know. One time my dad said like he was so excited to get Corn Flakes and that him and my aunt, his sister, were just eating in the back of the car, and I'm thinking to myself like how like I don't even sound like a spoiled brat, but I mean like cornflakes by themselves, man. I mean even with milk, it just it's I don't know. Thank God for sugar. During Paris Fashion Week in 2015, Wilson and Stiller took to the runway to announce Zoolander 2. They shocked the crowd at the Valentino runway when they came out as their characters. I'm just kidding. Derek, Zoolander, and Hansel. The film would be released the next year and released a video the next week. We'll get into that shit. For Larry David's debut hosting Saturday Night Live, Wilson and Ben Stiller got dressed as their classic Zoolander characters for a skit on Weekend Update to promote Zoolander 2. We're still on this, eh? Fuck. Who cares? Guys, this is a shitty movie. I don't want to even read this fact, okay? No, nobody deserves this. In a blink and you'll miss it role, Wilson made a small appearance in the episode Investigative Journalism on Community. It said of Community, but it should be on, right? Yeah, I don't know. That's just me. Leave your comments in the section below, whatever. He played another study group's leader in an episode that had Jack Black try to infiltrate Jeff and the gang. Listen, long story short about Community, the first 3 seasons kick ass, the 4th one, and the 5th one, and then they had some shit on Yoo-Hoo or some kind of, I don't know. Wilson's favorite movies are Scarface and Punch Drunk Love. Fuck, you can pick 2 opposite movies. Scarface is fucking awesome. Punch Drunk Love, I'll be honest, I've talked about this before in my Adam Sandler podcast. I love Sandler to death. I love him. He's fucking awesome. But I've attempted to watch this movie, I think, like 2-3 times. I can't get into it. I don't know what it is. I can't. Uncut Gems, fucking awesome. If you've not seen that movie, see that movie. Punch Drunk Love, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know. That or Chasing Amy. I love Kevin Smith, don't get me wrong, but that movie, I don't get it either. I don't know. You know, he falls in love with a lesbian, then the shit goes bad, and then she's not a lesbian anymore. Fuck. A huge fan of the water and being active. He enjoys body surfing and swimming. He also likes to occasionally channel his inner Forrest Gump with a game of table tennis. Ladies and gentlemen, those who love ping pong call it ping pong. Okay? And I don't mean to toot my own horn here, but I can beat the shit out of Owen, Luke, whatever Wilson you can think of, ass in any game of ping pong. Let's do it. Wilson was born and raised in Dallas, Texas. Like a true Texan, he can often be spotted supporting his teams at sporting events, cheering on his hometown Cowboys, Mavericks, and Rangers. As far as I know, okay, and were the Rangers the one that cheated a couple years ago? Like they were reading signs or something? Or I don't know, man. I don't know. Cheating on the rent. Cheating on the World Series. Seeing a pattern here. Okay. Picture this. Okay, done. Science fiction comedy TV show titled Heat Vision and Jack, created by Dan Harmon, starring Jack Black and Owen Wilson, and directed by Ben Stiller. It would have been an instant classic. Unfortunately, Fox failed to pick up the show in 1999, thus destroying the dreams I didn't even know I had. Again, that's fascinating talking, but I might have to agree with this. I mean, Jack Black I love. Did a podcast about him. He's awesome. I think to this day he's still very underrated. Interesting. Okay, it says here Jack Black would have been a radiation-landed former astronaut, and Owen Wilson would have been a talking motorcycle. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you know, it depends what weed you smoke. The male lead in She's Funny That Way was specifically written for John Ritter. And after his death, the director-writer Peter Bogdanovich didn't even want to make the movie. That all changed when Wes Anderson introduced him to Owen Wilson. Bogdanovich was so enamored by Wilson that he decided to resurrect the script, booking him for the lead. I'll let you know in a bit if I saw this movie. I don't remember. In 2007, Luke Wilson found his brother Owen covered in blood and disoriented. He called 911 and was able to get Owen help in time to save his life. It was later confirmed that this was a suicide attempt. Owen had taken a bunch of pills and slit his wrists. He didn't say much on the subject, only releasing this statement. I respectfully ask that the media allow me to receive care and heal in private during this difficult time. To this day, Wilson likes to keep silent about his private life, often refusing to answer personal questions. Ooh, damn. Yeah, I heard about this a while back. Yeah, shit. Damn. Wow, that's crazy, man. Sorry I had to go through that, but yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. You did not pick a good profession to avoid personal questions with. But still, yeah, I mean, we all know the paparazzis are assholes, yeah, man, shit. Oh, man. That is, thank God his brother found him. I'll tell you that much. Shit. Yeah. Yeah. Wilson does not do a lot of nude scenes in his movies. That's a hell of a segue. But for you, me, and Dupree, it was required. Wilson was willing, but when it came to the final product, things didn't turn out the way he expected. Yeah, no shit. I watched the movie. It didn't turn out the way I wanted it to be. But anyways, the director made that decision not to use my butt. Just say ass. I fucking hate it when people say butt. What is this, Full House? I don't know how to interpret that. You and me both, man. That was fascinating. That's not me. But yeah, no, that movie was a piece of shit. We'll get to it very soon. Wilson and Kate Hudson met on the set of You Mean Dupree. Fuck, we're still doing this, really? No, you know what? No, fuck, I don't care. I don't care. Just we're gonna rip this off at once with a Band-Aid. Like many of us, Wilson has battled with his mental health. He was diagnosed and treated for depression after his suicide attempt in 2007. There was much speculation at the time as to what caused his attempt, and Wilson has kept pretty quiet about it, only saying that he had been suffering from depression for months prior. Listen, during these times, boys and girls, we suffer through a lot of depression, okay? Anxiety, everything. So it's crazy, guys. People think, again, I'm having fun here with this podcast, whatever. But I've talked about depression and suicide and all that through various podcasts I've done. Yeah, it's no joke, guys. You know what I mean? So and people think, okay, they're movie stars, we rip on them, whatever. Listen, we're all human, guys. Okay, in the end, just keep that in mind. So that's it. I don't have to make a joke out of everything, okay? I mean, geez, give me some credit. Wilson and Jackie Chan had a real bonding session during a scene in Shanghai Noon. In the film, they played an unlikely duo who teams up. Wilson reminisced about their time together. Being in a bathtub with Jackie Chan, I don't know, it has a way of bonding you. I'll tell you that. I don't know if there are some weird undertones. It was like we had met in Los Angeles and we didn't have that much to say to each other than but. After that bathtub scene, we were great friends. What it really was that, he said, it was twice, guys, that when we play off each other, it was really fun. We really did become friends. Next time you want to form a deeper bond with an acquaintance, just ask them to get in the bathtub with you. Ladies and gentlemen, I can barely fit in a bathtub by myself. I don't like shower sex. There's not enough room to maneuver. I grew up watching Sesame Street. That's one of my favorite things they did with the whole Ernie in the tub there. Everyone joins him. They got the rubber duck, duck, rubber duck, rubber duck, rubber duck, duck. It gets in your head. Trust me. You can see it on YouTube. The fuck can't you see on YouTube? Anyways, But yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, I don't want to do it. I've actually been in a hot tub with my buddy when it was like minus like 25 up north, and I mean, and neither of us could get laid. I mean, he was seeing somebody, but he was still open to the fact, to get a couple girls over. I couldn't pull it off because look at me. It didn't. I don't think it created that much of a bond experience. Actually, you know what? Now I think about it, I think that's one of the last times I ever saw him. So yeah, that's bullshit. Wait a minute. And they're even showing a picture here. Wait a minute. They're in separate tubs. What the fuck is he talking about? Yeah, no, no. Oh, come on. Owen, you're not even telling the story right. Jesus. What was going through your nose? Wilson has a clover tattoo on his left shoulder with the word luck written beneath it. Oof. That explains it all. I know what you're asking yourself. Is this lame? Yes. The answer is yes. Of course it is. You know who else has a clover tattoo? My 57-year-old mother. And that was a horrible way to end the facts, ladies and gentlemen. And again, that was not me talking. That was Fascinate. So, Fascinate, I love you. Who's ever writing this, though, has got to step it up with the jokes and the grammar. But, yeah, so that gives you a little insight to what Luke Wilson is all about there. He's had his highs. He's had his lows. Speaking of lows, let's get to all the movies he's done. So, I'd like to go on IMDb because fuck Rotten Tomatoes. Despite being Italian, I hate that website. Talk about shitty jokes. Now, the first thing he ever did, was Bottle Rocket, the movie. But beforehand, he did do a short. So a lot of times that's what happens, guys and girls, because I don't want to, get in the shit nowadays with the PC culture. Thanks for ruining comedies. I'm not talking to Owen Wilson. I'm talking about you people out there that bitch about everything. So a lot of times, when you make a movie, you'll make maybe like let's say 10, 15 minute feature. There you go. So there you go. This one's 13 minutes. So it's probably a little short about, it's almost like telling the movie in like a little short little thing, whatever, a little short little episode. It's like having a show on Adult Swim. So yeah, they did this, and 6.8 out of 10. That's not bad, And then they figured, fuck it. 2 years later, we'll make the movie, get some funding. There you go. You got Wes Anderson involved, which is always good. You got him directing, awesome. And yeah, 7 out of 10. It's a pretty good rating. 7.5, something like that. But you can give it, you can get away with that, but. I can't express, guys, how good Owen Wilson was in this movie. Like, I mean, realistically, when I heard about Owen Wilson, probably one of the first times I saw him was a couple of movies I'm going to talk about in a little bit. But yeah, when I saw this movie, I was like, shit, this guy's a good fucking actor. And no disrespect to Luke Wilson. I mean, he pulls his weight too. Don't get me wrong. But I'll be honest with you, and I'm sure his brother will agree. He takes over the show. So... what's the movie about? It says 3 friends plan to pull off a simple robbery and go on the run. That's it. Very simple. We've all seen this plot before. Of course, you got Owen Wilson in there, Luke Wilson. You got Ned Dowd, Shia Flower, Haley Miller, Robert Musgrave. This is a really, really good movie. I don't want to give a lot of it away. The ending's really good too. The way they did it, the way they. Again, I don't want to give anything away. I don't. This is a really, really good movie. Okay? And you will see this movie, and I guarantee you at the end of this movie, especially that last scene there, like, you'll be like, holy shit, what the fuck happened to Owen Wilson? Why doesn't he do more shit like this? And it's amazing. I mentioned before, like, he didn't want to be an actor. He just wanted to write whatever. And you always hear these stories, like, about all these good actors. Oh, I never wanted to do this. I never wanted to do that. I mean, Harrison Ford got fucking discovered because he was cutting some wood in the background and somebody wanted him for a scene in the movie. And then, fucking years later, he's flying planes and making $70 million for doing shit in space and talking to big bears and whatever the fuck, he's doing there. But, it's crazy, like how life works out. But again, again, one more time, again, see this movie. It's called Bottle Rocket. Came out in 1996. It's rated R. It's not meant for kids. But I'm sure kids will see it, I don't condone that, but I'm just saying, just be realistic, guys. I mean, you give your 8-year-old a phone. I mean, they're going to, know about sex moves, even you never heard of by the time they're 10. The point is, it's a great movie. Check it out. Afterwards, you'll be like, what the fuck happened? Why is Owen Wilson doing this? Why isn't he acting in great roles like this anymore? Speaking of shitty movies, his next movie was the same year, 1996, The Cable Guy. Okay, so I did a podcast about Jim Carrey. I love Jim Carrey, okay? I watched it when it first came out. I was like, I don't know what the big deal is. I don't know why people are shitting on this movie. For some reason, it did become sort of a cult classic, I guess. I don't know. I think a movie has to be at least, 6.5 out of 10 to be even considered that. But I don't know, teach his own. I watched it years later. I thought it was fucking stupid. So, I don't think it was career ending for Jim Carrey, but, because he was still, not so much on the rise, but, still, like, one bad movie's not going to kill him at the time. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, this was just not good. But the scene that Owen Wilson was in, what was it? Matthew Broderick's ex-girlfriend there, Leslie Mann, who's I always liked her. She's cool. It's Judd Apatow's wife. There you go. He's cool too. And so he tries to get revenge on him, for his buddy, whatever. And they have this huge fight in the bathroom. It is funny, I'll give it that. But as you're watching the scene, you can clearly tell that Owen Wilson is just laughing. I mean, I don't know if he's laughing just at the whole thing or just at Jim Carrey. I mean, yeah, remember with Jim Carrey, he's doing funny shit. It probably is hard not to laugh. But I mean, they couldn't get him not laughing. You know what I mean? Like, it kind of takes away from the scene. Like, he is beating the shit out of him. Up to that point, I didn't know Jim Carrey could kick ass, but yeah, he was killing it, with the fake mustache and everything there, but yeah, but again, they couldn't get one scene without him laughing, nothing. So I don't know, maybe they just decided to, leave it in and whatever. So, a lot of people always forget too, Ben Stiller directed this movie, obviously. He puts his buddies in there, nothing wrong with that. Jack Black was in there for a few scenes. One of the first movies I ever saw him in, for sure. Unless you count Biodome. Yeah, he was in Biodome. Yeah, he was. He was, him and his buddy there were, I don't know, at the protest there where the girlfriends were. They were singing. Yeah, I don't go figure. But yeah, I watch way too many movies. The point is, I didn't like Biodome. I don't know. I'll talk about Pauly Shore another day. But, the fuck was the point? Yeah, so, anyways, yeah, it was an all right scene, whatever. It is what it is. I mean, nobody's perfect.
Don't worry about the tip. But I've got one for you. Stay away from Robin. She's a pig.
That was funny. I mean, like, why does he sing at the end? He looks like a young Burt Reynolds. But yeah, I mean, you do give props to Owen Wilson. Like, I don't know, it looked like he was sucking on that air blow dryer pretty hard. But yeah, I mean, it was all right, I guess. Good little scene. But yeah, overall shitty movie, man. I'm sorry, Mr. Carrey, I love you, but just it's cool. Anaconda. Okay, so this movie kicks ass. I don't care. Like, this is one of these movies that this is like when I think of the 90s and just, okay, the special effects aren't there yet and they're still using like robotic shit, whatever. I mean, it still kicks ass, okay? I forgot he was in this movie. But yeah, the highlight of this movie is by far John Voight. Say what you want about this movie, but John Voight, first of all, I mean, how much did he kick ass in Ray Donovan? Okay. His, career speaks for himself. Even the movie that came out, Ray Donovan, the movie. And yes, it is called Ray Donovan, the movie. I'm pretty sure they could have came up with a better title, but the point is, yeah, he kicks ass in this. Owen Wilson's he's just one of the guys there. Again, I don't want to give a lot away about this movie. I think this movie's got a hell of a cast, and actually, now I think about it, this is the first time he teamed up with Jennifer Lopez. I totally forgot about that. Eric Stoltz, Ice Cube. The snake's not that big. Hope Ice Cube does not kill me. Jonathan Hyde. Fuck, I always forget how to say that. Kari Wuhrer. Woorer. Yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, Danny Trejo's in this movie too for a little bit. Right. Vincent Cantanelos. Sounds Greek to me. Okay. Frank Welker. Yeah, so... Oh, wait, he was the voice of the Anaconda. Frank okay. Yeah, because I was like, I don't remember this guy in the movie. Okay. All right, there you go. So, yeah, this movie kicked ass, man. I'm not going to lie. Owen Wilson's rolling it. I mean... Again, guys, I haven't mentioned this yet, but I mean, again, for the last couple of things here, he's playing the same person. Same guy, same, the cable guy, same thing, Anaconda, same, Armageddon. Oh, Jesus. All I'll say is this about Armageddon, okay? I like the cast, okay? This is more of a, I guess it's kind of a guy's movie, I guess. I don't know, it's just something to just watch, whatever, it's Michael Bay, it's, I don't know, I'm just glad he's not doing turtle movies anymore. But it's got a good cast of people. I mean, do I honestly believe that people can actually go into space, land on an asteroid, drill it, split it, and save the world? Fuck no. But, it's entertaining. I'll give it that. J.J. Abrams was a writer. No shit. Wow, I did not know that. Okay. Billy Bob Thornton, Ben Affleck, Liv Tyler, Will Patton, Steve Buscemi, love that motherfucker. William Fitchner, sorry, Michael Clark Duncan, rest in peace. Peter Stromar, Ken Hudson Campbell, Canadian boy, Jessica Steen, Chris Ellis, Keith David. Tons of great people in this movie. Tons. Okay? They wanted this movie to be a success. One funny thing, and I'm going to do a podcast about Ben Affleck one day. I guess what that'll be called. They apparently did not like the way his teeth looked in this one, and they paid $20,000 to get him fixed. And there's also a funny commentary on the DVD commentary, whatever. He said something about, I think to Michael Bay or something do you actually believe this would happen? I think Michael Bay told him to shut the fuck up. That's great. But, Owen Wilson is in this movie. I don't know. He's part of the cast. He's there, I don't know. Hey. Permanent Midnights. I don't know what this is. I've never heard of this one. Is that Ben Stiller? Wow, look at it. Oh, that's it. Yeah, that is him. Wow. Huh, he looks so different they got a movie poster of him and Elizabeth Hurley in the background. I don't know why you cover up that much Elizabeth Hurley. By the way, I've seen pictures of her recently. How old is she? 56, 57? She looks like she's 20. Jesus Christ. But anyways, I never heard of this one. I don't know. I assume it's about the dark. The Minus Man. Never saw this one either. Speaking of dark, look at the poster. You can barely see his face. Yeah, you can see maybe 35, 40% of it. Special Grand Prize of the Jury. I don't know what that is. Okay, so Yeah, the last two movies I mentioned, not the best rating, but whatever. Paycheck's a paycheck. Breakfast of Champions. Yeah, I remember this movie. Bruce Willis. Yeah, not. No, not for me. Not for me. The Haunting. The Haunting. It sounds familiar. Yeah. Oh, I remember this one. Yeah, this was shit. I didn't like this one. No. This is Liam Neeson. No. Heat Vision and Jack, a TV movie did. Okay, here we go. So 2000, the new millennium, whatever. I don't know. I guess in between Jackie Chan doing Rush Hour with Chris Tucker, I don't know. Chris Tucker's too busy to go back to the West, so I don't know. They got Owen Wilson here. So as I read here before, they got along pretty well. So I mean, it's I don't know. It's good for a cheap laugh. I don't know what they're trying to do here. Get a Western and then a kung fu thing going here. Again, a paycheck's a paycheck. What are you gonna do? It is what it is. I think there was a scene where Jackie was smoking weed, and that was kind of funny. Meet the parents. You're gonna meet me. You're gonna meet the parents. Okay, I like this movie. This is a very good movie. Yeah, that's right. Owen Wilson was the ex of Ben Stiller's girlfriend in this. I think something like that. I don't know. Yeah, he was kind of a dick in this one. But at the same time, he was still the same guy. I don't know. He had a pool. That's cool. King of the Hill. I didn't watch a lot of King of the Hill. I watched it a little bit in the beginning. I mean, good little show. Obviously Mike Judd, guy's a genius. Beavis and Butthead. Office Space, one of the funniest movies of all time. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. He did a show for a couple years ago called Tales on the Tour Bus, and it was really cool. It only lasted, I think, was it 2 or 3 seasons? I forgot, but it tells a bunch of stories from rockers and roadies' point of views, and it's animated. It's really good. If you got a chance, check it out. It ended way too soon, but yeah, you do voiceover work, like I said. Like I've said a million times, actually. You do voiceover work, you go in there, do your thing, that's it. Beautiful. Zoolander. Okay, so here's my thing about Zoolander, okay? We're going to talk about the second one when it comes up. We'll just, I'm trying to not get too mad here. Zoolander, I like this movie. I remember the first time I watched this movie, though, I thought it was okay. But then I watched it the second time, I loved it more. I don't know what it was. Maybe I was in a mood, whatever. But this is a really funny movie. Lots of great people in it. Yeah, Owen Wilson was great in this. He was just more, again, he was playing the same guy he always does, but, just more, looks more like a model, I guess. I don't know. I've never seen a model with that fucked up nose. But other than that, maybe that makes it funnier. I don't know. For me, it did. I don't know. I thought it was good. Him and Ben Stiller always play well off each other. So definitely a really funny movie. You got Ferrell in there too. Will Ferrell, the Ferrell, Mr. Ferrell, who I'm going to do a podcast about one day too. He's awesome. Great cast of people. Even the late, great David Bowie's in it. Rest in peace. Which I tell people this all the time. You can say what you want about David Bowie. I can't imagine nobody not liking David Bowie. But I don't know if it was him or his agent that picked his movies. I can't find one bad movie that David Bowie was in. Not one. If you can, leave your comments in the section below. I just like saying that. I don't know if you can leave comments on here. But the point is, Zoolander is really funny. Is Zoolander 2 any good? Zoolander 2001 is very good. Very good. I'm pretty sure Vince Vaughn's character doesn't say shit in the movie. But that makes it even funnier. The point is, Zoolander is a very funny movie. Check it out. The Royal Tenenbaums. Okay, so again, he's teaming up with Wes Anderson. They co-wrote it together, like I mentioned before. Good little movie. It's eccentric members of a dysfunctional family reluctantly gather under the same roof for various reasons. There you go. So check out this cast, ladies and gentlemen. You got Gene Hackman, Gwyneth Paltrow, Angelica Houston, Ben Stiller, Owen Wilson, Luke Wilson, Danny Glover, Bill Murray, Seymour Cassels, Kumar Palana, Alec Baldwin, Okay, maybe I should have ended on that one. But listen, I did a thing about Alec Baldwin. Okay, give the man some space. Okay, give him. Let's find out what happened with that situation. The point is, okay, this is a great movie. Again, I just mentioned David Bowie not doing a bad movie. I don't think Wes Anderson's ever done a bad movie. I don't know. All his movies are, they're very quirky, very, colorful. It's got a little bit of everything in it. Great cast of people. He's cast most of the time the same people. Again, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. I don't have a problem with that. So I think it's great. So definitely check that one out. Behind Enemy Lines. Okay, so yeah, it's funny. In the same year, him and Owen Wilson, Gene Hackman, they both do completely two opposite movies together. I don't know. A lot of people said they were buying Owen Wilson as an action star. I mean, it's not a bad movie, but it's nothing memorable. I don't know. What does it say here? Disillusioned pilot shot down over war-torn Bosnia is ensnared in the conflict in war-torn Bosnia. You got the idea, guys. It's a war movie. So I don't know. I mean, like I said, if you want to check it out, I mean, it doesn't have the best rating either. 6.4. I don't know. It's whatever. Meet the Parents, deleted scenes. I've never seen those. I don't know. Most of the time, guys, let's be honest. Deleted scenes, this was one of the selling points when DVDs first came out. Oh, look at these deleted scenes. What you're missing, and then you realize for the most part, you're like, yeah, I'm not missing shit. So this is why it's deleted. But the deleted scenes for Dogma, that was funny because there's another at least another hour and a half movie there. But other than that, I don't know. It's up to you. I Spy. I regret seeing this movie. I mean, this is the time where Eddie Murphy was just coming out with a lot of shit. I mean, no disrespect, man. I love Eddie, but yeah, I don't know. They're probably like, hey, we got Eddie Murphy in this comedy. Okay, let's get Owen Wilson. He's popular now. Okay, black and a white guy. Let's try to do a Lethal Weapon, but then we'll make fun of the old show, The I Spy. Okay. Shanghai Nights, which is the sequel. I have to tell you, if you like the first one, I guess you'll like the second one. I don't know. Who knows? The Big Bounce. I don't know what the fuck this is. I never heard of this movie. 4.9 out of 10. I don't think anybody else has either. Morgan Freeman in there. I don't know. They're all hiding behind palm trees for some reason. I don't know. Starsky and Hutch. I enjoyed this movie. Obviously, this is from the old show, Starsky and Hutch. Again, nothing like groundbreaking with this movie. I thought more of the highlights was like Snoop Dogg as Huggy Bear. I think I mentioned this before. When they were going to make the movie. Todd Phillips, by the way, same dude who made The Joker, Hangover, Road Trip, War Dogs, underrated movie, by the way. Yeah, he was going around saying that I'm Huggy Bear. I mean, he wanted like Chris Rock and I think somebody else, whatever. But he just snagged up the role. It's Snoop Dogg. He's the coolest motherfucker of all time. One of the coolest, of course. Top 3 definitely. But yeah, I like this movie. It's a good little movie. Again, nothing, like, whoa, holy shit. I mean, I wouldn't put it up there with like Old School, which is another movie that Todd Phillips did, or Hangover. But, it's a decent little movie. And again, Owen Wilson's playing the same dude. I mean, I don't know. I like, you see, at least, like, I'll give you an example. So Owen Wilson, he's playing the same, like, wow, car, wow. Same shit. At least with Ben Stiller's character, like, he's like doing it differently. Like, he's more agitated, more angry, more the bad cop, I guess. So, I mean, maybe I guess that's what they wanted for the movie, I guess. But again, Owen, like, where's the big performance, man? Fuck. I mean, it's a decent movie. Don't worry about it. Around the World in 80 Days. I'm fascinated. Love this movie. I don't know. 5.9 out of 10. I don't think anybody else did. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is a movie where like Arnold Schwarzenegger had like a cameo for like a minute or something, or that was funny, but I don't know. The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou. Again, I'm preaching to the choir here, guys. 7.3 to 10. Good little movie. Wes Anderson, you can't lose. He starred in it. Owen Wilson, he didn't write it, like I said before, but still, there you go. Again, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. Put your buddies in there. They all get paid. Meet the Fuckers. I hated the sequel. This is obviously the sequel to Meet the Parents. I thought it was stupid. I didn't like it. Yeah. Sorry, man. The Wendell Baker story. I said this before and I'll say it again, guys. A lot of times you can just look at a movie poster and you can tell it's going to be a piece of shit. I mean, you can tell they just cropped in all these characters. It's like the poster for Nothing But Trouble. They should have just went with the good one that was all drawn. And I mean, for Nothing But Trouble, this one, I mean, who knows? I don't think they put that much effort. But yeah, 5.6 out of 10. Yeah, this is, I got nothing. Okay, Wedding Crashers. There you go. So this movie was a huge fucking hit. First of all, I think it's funny that it's about guys going to wedding, crashing weddings, whatever, and getting laid. And the rating on this movie on IMDb, I shit you not, is 6.9 out of 10. That is just perfect. I think they planned that. Thank God you did. But life's a party, crash it. Sure, why not? But again, Owen Wilson's playing the same dude. That's okay. That's okay. Vince is picking up the slack. It's all good. It's all good. Love my boy Vinny. I did a podcast about him. He's awesome. He's great. You got Christopher Walken, Rachel McAdams, Isla Fisher, who is Borat's wife. She's awesome. She really just steals a lot of scenes in the movie. Jane Seymour. I don't know what a lot of these women are drinking to keep them so young. O'Donnell. There you go. That portrait. That was fucking hilarious. Ron Canada. Wait, what? That's his name? Shut up. That's his name, Ron Canada. Fuck off. Oh, no, he's not from Canada. He's born in New York City. Okay. Okay, yeah, I'm okay. Well, one of these days I'm going to do more research about that, but that's pretty cool. Henry Gibson, if you remember this dude from The Burbs, I think. Wasn't he I'm pretty sure he was. He was the doctor from The Dickhead Next Door. Wasn't he? I'm pretty sure he was. Hold on, guys. I'm going to check here because no one's listening. There it is. Yep, The Burbs. Dr. Winter Klupek. Yeah. That guy's cool. And I don't know, Rebecca De Mornay. I can't even say her name right because she's so beautiful. Lovely woman. And I don't know, some guy named Bradley Cooper. I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, so I always forget he plays the bad guy in this. And yeah, he's a real dick in this one. Yeah, this is obviously way before The Hangover. Yeah. So yeah, again, Owen Wilson, whatever, he's good. He's got his moments, whatever, feeling up some Bond girl boobs, it's up to him, You play the motorboat? You play the motorboat? God bless Vince Vaughn. The point is, this movie is hilarious. It did so good that for a while, I don't think it lasted more than a season, that they actually came out with a TV show. That's how good this movie did. So on a $40 million budget, it made $288 million plus gross worldwide. That is fucking crazy for a comedy. I mean, even if it made $100 million, that would have been considered a big hit. But I love this movie. Good little scene where I don't know. I'm trying to think. Well, I mean, almost. Again, he plays himself. I love Vince. When he's I don't know. He's pretend to be whatever, brain dead because he doesn't want to talk to the chick there. This movie's got everything. Stage 5 clingers. Everything. Oh, and I want to say this, and I don't want people to think it's bullshit. The scene, the last half hour, I don't know, it gets a little, whatever. But, when you see that silhouette of a shadow coming down the stairs, I even said to my buddy, I said, I guarantee you that's going to be Will Ferrell. And who is it? Good old Will Ferrell. I knew it. I can sense these things. So, you want to see a not so family friendly movie about guys getting laid and Will Ferrell being Will Ferrell, classic that he is, I definitely recommend this movie. And of course, you got to see the R-rated version because, I'm sure that makes a difference. So, yeah.
Fuck!
Our next movie is Cars. Now, he did the voice of Lightning McQueen, which again, I assume stands for Steve McQueen. Listen, again, 2 reasons why to do this movie. 1, voiceover work, easy paycheck. And 2, you get to work with Paul Newman. Now, I'm assuming you worked with Paul Newman. I mean, worst case scenario, you meet him at the red carpet or whatever. Paul Newman, man, we lost that guy way too soon. Rest in peace. He's in my top 5 actors of all time, for sure. Absolutely. And this was technically his last movie. Technically it was Road to Perdition, but, whatever. I thought this movie was okay. It's a kid's movie, whatever. I just saw it recently, because I was like, let me check it out. It was all right, Again, Owen Wilson being Owen Wilson, except, actually, if you think about it, the car that they made him was red. You think they would do like a blonde, like a yellow car, right? Am I reading too much into this, or I don't know. Next thing you did, Cars, the video game. Again, voiceover work. Why not? Fuck me. You, Me, and Dupree. And he played Dupree. Fuck. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not gonna lie to you. This is one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life. And not just forget. This is definitely the worst Owen Wilson movie I've seen. For sure. I don't know. I haven't seen all of them according to the huge list here I still got to go through. But, this is just a horrible movie. I was up north visiting my parents one day. I didn't feel like dealing with them. So, of course, I stalled it out. I was flipping through the channels in my room there. And I'm watching this movie, so I'm like, okay, Owen Wilson's an alright guy, I like Matt Dillon here, I can like Matt Dillon, fucking Outsiders, and forget it. The worst thing is too. You got Kate Hudson, she's cool. Michael Douglas, forget it. Like any man that can get throat cancer and blame it on eating too much pussy is A-okay in my book. By the way, those are facts. Look it up. I'm not making this shit up. Amanda Demir, who I remember her in Saving Silverman. I don't know what happened to her. I don't know. I always thought she'd be more shit. Seth Rogen, who I always forget is in this movie. Bill Hader, another guy. Fuck me. Lance Armstrong. Okay, well, that's where you lose me. Bill Gardell. There's some funny people in this movie. But I'm telling you guys, this is a piece of shit movie. Oh my God. Like, you watch these rom-coms, right? And you already know, okay, they're going to be shit, whatever, have every stereotype in there. And, like, they even made fun of this movie on Family Guy. Now, obviously, they make fun of a lot of shit on Family Guy, but I think this pretty much sums up what the movie's about.
So wait, Dupree moves in with Kate Hudson and Matt Dillon? But they're newlyweds, right? Well, that's no time to have a house guest. Oh, gotta go. Sorry, Angela. Every Tuesday morning I call my friend Cleveland, and he describes every scene from You, Me, and Dupree.
And that, folks, that pretty much sums it up. On IMDb here it says best man Wilson stays on as a house guest with the newlyweds, much to the couple's annoyance. And this movie has a rating of 5.6 out of 10. That is 5.5 more than it should be. Guys, I'm telling you, like, and ladies, yeah. First of all, let me just say this. Like, like if you are a woman and if you drag your man to see this movie, or even at the time or in the future, or I like Kate Hudson, almost famous. Yeah, okay, we get it. But like shame on you, okay? And this is how these fucking executives sucker us in, okay? So they're like, okay, Owen Wilson, he's got hit movies, whatever. Let's put him in there. He's got the blonde hair, the dented nose. And, you got Matt Dillon, okay? So it's more for, whatever, 40, give or take age, whatever. Then you get Kate Hudson, women like him, you got Michael Douglas, it's for the older crowd. Okay, we get it. So, but this is how these executives think. Okay, let's put him in there. And, poor Seth Rogen and Bill Hader. Fuck me. I mean, like, I get this is before they, like, really, kicked it into gear. But, I mean, fuck me, man. Even Bill Gardell, fuck me. Oh, man. Oh, these poor guys. Jesus. I get it. A paycheck's a paycheck, but fuck me. This is just a horrible movie. Horrible. Just every joke, every stupid thing. And here's the kicker, okay? And I'm going to give away a huge piece of this movie. And you know what? I don't give a fuck because this movie's a piece of shit. So basically, Owen Wilson's character, obviously he's not supposed to be there. He's fucking up. Oh, you're supposed to enjoy your honeymoon, blah, 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 blah. Like Matt Dillon's annoyed. Kate Hudson's annoyed. And this is how much like they want to just fuck with the audience. Okay, this is how much they don't give a shit about you. Okay, there's a scene in this movie where at one point where like any sane woman would have probably killed Owen Wilson at this point. I'm talking about the character she plays. Okay, and. Like Owen Wilson, like they have a scene together and, they're just talking it out, whatever. And then all of a sudden, like out of fucking nowhere, they start like kissing and they're like, oh, we shouldn't be doing that. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like even for a shitty comedy, like this makes no fucking sense. I mean, oh, fuck. And then in my head, I'm like, fuck, I should have just went down and listened to my dad blabber about flowers and bullshit and, more flowers. But, I don't know. It's worse. The point is, this movie is so bad. It's so fucking bad. I mean, I can't. I'm telling you, it's one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life. I was even debating after I saw this movie that I just wanted to do a podcast just on this movie and just tell people how bad it is. I can't do it anymore, guys. I can't. I'm sorry. This movie is a horrific piece of shit. If you like this movie, poor Matt Dillon. Okay, Matt Dillon, man, you look up his discography. Okay, like I said, Outsiders, Rumble Fish. I mean, this guy's done a bunch of cool shit, man. Like really cool fucking movies. I feel so sorry for him that he had to be a part of this shit, And for years, even before this, I didn't hear much about him. But then to come back like this, and fuck me. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. And you know what the topper is? You know what the fucking topper is of all this? Owen Wilson plays the same fucking character. The same fucking shit. 1996, okay? So we got what? Almost whatever years later. Still playing the same fucking character. You, me, and Dupree, kiss my ass. Anyways, Matter and the Ghost Light. It's a video short he did. Night at the Museum. I don't know. I thought this movie was okay. I mean, nothing. I don't know. It was okay. The Darjeeling Limit. I gotta say, good movie. But again, Wes Anderson. Are we surprised at this point? Nope. Anything Wes Anderson, I'm just going to, I'll do a podcast one day about Wes Anderson by himself, but, anything Wes Anderson, just check out, guys. Trust me. You'll like it. He always casts the right people for the right parts. The scenery is always nice, good story. The three major things you need to make a good movie. He always nails it. That's it. Matter and the Ghostlight video short. You see, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry. I'm so thrown off by this fucking depreciate. Like I'm going backwards here. Fuck. I mean, this is Drill Bit Taylor. I didn't like it. Marley and Me. I don't know, something about a dog. Who cares? Night at the Museum. Battle of Smithsonian. No. Fantastic. Mr. Fox. Voiceover. Sure. Community. I went through that already. Marmaduke. Voice. Easy. How do you know? Oh God. Another. I mean. Why do all these great actors, Jack Nicholson, again, in my top 5? First of all, how, he's working with all my favorite actors, ruining all these fucking movies. Why do these actors end on such a shitty note? I mean, fuck me. Little fuckers, no one fucking cares. Hall Pass, I didn't mind it. It was all right. Had its moments. I have one question, though. If you ever see this movie, there's a scene where they do pot brownies while they're on the golf course. And J.B. Smoove is nowhere to be seen. Okay? He's part of the crew here. Why is he not in that scene? They never explain that. Again, I don't want to bring up the fact that the one black guy is not on a golf course scene. Again, forget it. The point is, why? Why? Little Fuckers, deleted scenes. Little Fuckers, alternative opening, wedding dream, morning wake. Yeah, okay. Little Fuckers, alternate ending, treehouse. Yeah, okay. Midnight in Paris. I mean, guys, it's 2022. At this point, if you're working with Woody Allen, one of his 60 to 70 movies he's done. Yes, it's true. He's done that many movies. It's pretty crazy. It's, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not touching that one. Cars 2. Yeah, again, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. Voiceover work. Cool. No worries there. The Big Year. Oh, this movie was stupid. Yeah, see, again, this is another perfect example. Owen Wilson, Steve Martin, Jack Black. I think I talked about this in my Jack Black podcast. I mean, this movie's something about, them finding birds and shit. It's fucking stupid. I mean, poor Anthony Anderson. But, this is just, it was stupid. Connect Rush, Disney Pixar Adventure, video game, voiceover work, no problem. The Internship. Okay, so I'm assuming they thought they were going to team up him and Vince Vaughn again, and there's going to be another Wedding Crashers. Did not happen. Basically, these guys get internships about Google. This whole movie is just basically a Google commercial. It is what it is. The budget was $58 million, gross $93 million. I mean, you'd think that's good, but then if you add up advertisements and all that, you don't, I don't know. You don't make these movies to make only, 10 to 20 million. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Although I did see the unrated version, and that was okay. So, I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming that definitely made a difference in the strip club scene. But, yeah, I don't know. That's okay. Still playing the same character, though. Drunk History, TV series. I mentioned that before. Are You Here? I've never even heard of this movie. Owen Wilson, Zach Galifianakis, Greek boy. All right. Amy Poehler. 3 very funny people. I just Matthew Warner. Yeah, same guy who did Mad Men, Sopranos. Huh. Why have I never heard of this movie? Yeah, he was a director, writer. I've never heard of this movie. 5.3 to 10. Not the best rating, but as you see here. Okay, 2 childhood best friends, one a superficial womanizer, and the other a barely functioning bipolar embark on a road trip back to their hometown after one of them learns his estranged father has died. I really want to think that the superficial womanizer will be Zach. But I'll be honest. In real life, I heard this guy got a lot of chicks even before the whole hangover thing. I believe it, man. The guy's a funny dude. But I've never heard of this movie. Yeah, Amy Poehler, I've always loved. Yeah, shit. How come I never heard of this movie? I don't know. Okay, well, I don't know. Once again, guys, leave your comments in the section below. See what happens. Free Birds, Reggie voice. Okay, so yeah, more voiceover work. That's cool with me. The Killers, featuring Dawes. I used to have an apartment on Dawes Road. Was it Christmas in L.A. music video? Okay, why not? Make an appearance there. The Grand Budapest Hotel. Great movie. Yeah, 8.1 out of 10. Yeah, well deserved, man. This is definitely one of Wes Anderson's better ones, for sure. Yeah, all these movies look so cool. You know what I mean? Great cast of people. You know, just, again, I'm going to get more into this in the future, whatever. But again, if it's Wes Craven, guys, Wes Craven, sorry. I'm tired. Wes Anderson. Rest in peace to Wes Craven. I'm sorry, man. And sorry for them making more Scream movies. I mean the first one's awesome. All right, but yeah, anything Wes Anderson does, again, just check out. She's Funny That Way. In what way? Strange way? Good way? All right. Sorry. Yeah, good little cast of people. I never saw this one. Not the best rating, though. Who we got here? We got, how do you say this name? Imogen. Yeah. Imogen? Poots? Owen Wilson, yeah. Catherine Hahn. Always liked her. Jennifer Aniston, cool. Ilenia Douglas, cool too. Graydon Carter, Aaron Heatherson, Jake Hoffman. Always like this guy. I have no idea how to pronounce his name. Rhys Reith, RHYS Ifans. There you go. Richard Lewis, he's awesome. Sybil Shepherd, she's cool. Debbie Mazar, cool. Yeah, good little cast of people. Again, never heard of this one. On the set of a playwright's new project, a love triangle forms between his wife, her ex-lover, and the call girl turned actress Cass in the production. I don't know. Sounds interesting. I don't know. It sounds all right. It looks like Will Forte's in that too. Yeah. Love him, man. Fuck. He did a good job hosting Saturday Night Live recently. The MacGruber show just came out recently. That's really funny. If you love the movie, you will love the show. MacGruber! Something rating movies. MacGruber! Owen Wilson plays the same fucking character in every movie. MacGruber! About to lose my fucking voice, MacGruber! Thank you. The hero of Color City, Ricky the Dragon, there's a voice in that. Inherent Vice. Oh, God, it's another... I mean, this movie's not nearly as bad as You, Me, and Dupree piece of shit, but yeah, I didn't like this movie. I like Joaquin Phoenix, talked about that in his podcast. I did, but yeah, no. I had high hopes for this movie, too. I did not like it, no. Night at the Museum, Secret of the Tomb. Sure, why not? Zoolander returns to the runway. It's a short they did. Wish the sequel was short. But anyways, No Escape. I don't know what the fuck this is. Okay, so this looks like another attempt at being an action star. Maybe? I don't know. Pierce Brosnan. I don't know. He looks like he means business. Okay. Well, 6.8 out of 10. That's not a bad rating, actually. Yeah, okay. See, I never heard of that one either. Okay. Well, you get the memo. Zoolander 2. Fuck, I wish I got that memo. Oh my God. What a horrific piece of shit. Again, guys, can we stop this trend of we make movies in the past and then whatever, 15, 20 years later, make a sequel? There's absolutely no point, even if you bring back all the same people. It's just a horrific piece of shit. This is, again, not nearly as bad as Me, You, and Dupree, but that's not saying much. 4.7 out of 10. That says it all. That says it all, man. I think in the beginning they killed Justin Bieber in this movie. Okay, so Saturday Night Live, he was in that. He played Hansel, the character, promoting that. Fuck, who cares? Zoolander, Supermodel, again, the Hansel, who cares? Masterminds. Yeah, I sort of remember this movie. Again, good cast of people, but not the best rating either. 5.8 out of 10. I bet money he played the same character. Lost in London. I don't know what this is. I've never even heard of this. Owen Wilson's in it, obviously, and Woody Harrelson and Willie Nelson are in it. I just assumed the highlight of this movie was them all hotboxing one of the trailers. Having a good smoke fest there. Other than that, I don't know what the point of this movie is. What else we got here? Cars 3. Again, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. Why not? I'm assuming it's just about more cars. Tales from the Radiator Springs. Oh, that has to do with cars. Okay. More voiceover work, easy money. Wander. He played a character named Nate. Oh, wow. This movie's got a rating of 8 out of 10. Huh. I never even heard of this movie. Based on the New York Times bestseller, this movie tells an incredibly inspiring and heartwarming story of August Pullman, a boy with facial differences who enters the 5th grade attending a mainstream elementary school for the first time. I don't know. I never heard of it. I don't know. But pretty kick-ass rating. Wow. Okay. All right. Well, Julia Roberts. Okay, cool. I'm more of a fan of Eric Roberts. I'm not gonna lie. I'll get into that another time. But that's a good. Damn, that's a good rating. Okay, well, I have to check that one out. Father Figures. I think I saw this movie. Yeah, I did. This was fucking stupid. 5.5 out of 10. That's being very generous. I don't know, something to do with him and his brothers, and they're trying to find out their real dad, and their real dad. One of them might be Terry Bradshaw. Yeah, it's true, guys. It's fucking it's that stupid. Trust me. Cat Williams is in it for a bit. I love that guy. I feel sorry for him that he's got to be in that, but again, what can you do? Paycheck's a paycheck. Lego The Incredibles. Okay, does voiceover there. Good. Documentary now. TV series. Couple things there. Movie Bliss. I remember this movie. Yeah, this was not good either. Salma Hayek did a podcast about her. Lovely woman. Lovely, lovely woman. But yeah, this is, 5.4 out of 10. The French Dispatch. There we go. Okay, so again, Wes Anderson. There we go. See, again, okay, so I'm seeing a pattern with Mr. Wilson here. You do whatever you got to do to make money. No one gives a shit, I guess. And then you do a Wes Anderson movie. You do a good movie. Okay, fair enough. All right, that's, wash, rinse, repeat. Loki, the TV series, obviously based on the Marvel character, played by Tom Hiddleston. He does a great job with this. Owen Wilson's in it for a bit. He's like the cop that doesn't believe him, blah, 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 blah. Listen, we're all watching this because we're Marvel fans and we're all fan of Tom. Okay, he killed it as this character. He does such a great job. You really believe he's this guy. That's how good he is. 8.3 out of 10. Well deserved. I don't know. Disney's making lots of money on these new shows. I just assume it's going to come back again. So there you go. And then in 2022 coming up, he's got the Cars on the Road TV series. I don't know. I guess it's the same thing. Follows up on the character here. Him, Larry the Cable Guy. They're getting paid. Get her done. Marry Me. It's coming out in 2022 as well. I almost forgot about this movie. And then almost. How long have we been doing this here, guys? Almost 2 hours. Jesus Christ. I don't know. I mean, do people like in Hollywood, execs and all that, like still think that we're this stupid, that we're going to fall for this shit? You know what I mean? Like, I guess they are, because I know they're still making, rom-coms and all that, and, getting ready for, like I said, Valentine's Day and all that. So, okay, I don't know. The joke's on us, I guess. But it's just, I don't know. J-Lo still looks good, though. Got to give her that. Although I will say this. It's a movie when J-Lo falls in love with a white guy. Okay? I'm just saying, look at the history. Okay. Now I know what you're gonna say, Ben Affleck. Okay, but Ben Affleck, I don't know. He's got. I'm gonna talk about Ben Affleck one day, but I don't know. The hair. It's a little. The point is, it's very rare she'll fall in love with a white guy. So again, this is again to please, every audience, whatever. Do the thing there. We all know the game here. Okay. I mean, they're not going to team her up with a background dancer that looks like a young Sean Paul, not someone that looks like Puffy, she doesn't want to get shot at again, thank God for Shine. No, tell me girl, because I need to know. Tell me, baby girl, because I need to know. I need to know why the fuck they still keep making these fucking movies. But, again, if you want to fall for it, go ahead. I don't care. I really don't. When I do the review at, the 300 show, I'm going to tell you, you know what? I want people to guess what the rating of this movie is going to be. My guess is going to be, it's got to be, what's the over-under? Let's say 6. Okay, is it going to be lower than that? Is it going to be higher than that? 6 out of 10. Please make your suggestions at the section below. Then he's going to do another movie called Paint. Why not make a movie about paint? I don't know. The fuck is this? Carl Nargle, a local treasure with a soothing whisper of the voice. Whatever that means, has been hosting his own painting show on Vermont public television for decades. I'm not reading any more of this. Dude, you already made a movie about birds. I mean, now you're going to make a movie about paint, Let me guess, the paint is yellow. Fuck, if this thing gets nominated for a bunch of Oscars, I mean, I guess the joke would be on me, but come on. Secret Headquarters. Young Charlie Kincaid, who discovers a secret headquarters under his home that seems to belong to a superhero. He shares it with his friends, and they start to believe that his estranged father might have a secret double life. Okay, we never heard this before. And the last one, holy fuck, finally. Haunted Mansion. Didn't they do this with Eddie Murphy? No? Yeah, they did this already. Again? What is this? A single mother named Gabby hires a tour guide, a psychic, a priest, and a historian to help exorcists their newly bought mansion after discovering It is inhabited by ghosts. Oh yeah, we've never seen this before, guys. Okay. Oh, you gotta drag Danny DeVito into this shit, eh? Fuck me. Okay, all right. So, I don't know what to tell you guys. All I'm saying overall, guys, is what I'm trying to say here in this 2-hour crazy rant is that Owen Wilson is a good actor deep down. But I guess, I don't know, after what, over 25 years, he's basically played the same guy. I guess he's not going to change now. What are you going to do? It is what it is, I don't expect John Travolta to change. I don't expect Bruce Willis to change. Definitely not going to expect Steven Seagal to change. But, yeah, it is what it is, But if I can give some advice to Owen Wilson. Owen, you're a good dude, okay? I got nothing personally against you. All I'm saying is this. If a good role comes your way, like a really good role. I don't mean just for the paycheck and, you're walking around, wowing it up, like a really good role, take it. Take a pay cut too if you have to. Fuck it. Just, remind us that you're a good actor and you didn't do pieces of shit like me, you, me, and Dupree's cousin. I don't give a fuck. Just, do something good to end your career, okay? That's all I'm saying, okay? That's all. You gotta make up for, Jack Nicholson's last movie there, okay? Then, no one, come on now. This, you owe it to him at least, okay? You owe it to a lot of other people, but at least to him, okay? Do it for him. That's all I'm saying. So, I'm sorry to say this, but honestly, unless Owen Wilson does a good movie and not another shitty movie where he just plays himself, I hate to say this, but I hate Owen Wilson.
Wow. 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 This is a nice boat.